Improving English skills is something many people want to do. It can help you in work or in daily life. But for many people, speaking English fluently is difficult. Maybe you understand English well, but when it's time to speak, it's hard. Many people face the same issue. The good news is, if we practice in the right step, we can improve our speaking. First, think about why speaking English can be tough. One reason is fear. Many people are afraid to speak because they worry about making mistakes. They think others may laugh at them or judge them. Every time you make mistake, it's time to fix it. So don't be afraid to speaking. Be brave and know that mistake is okay. A simple way to start improving your English speaking is by practicing every day. Just like learning to play musical instrument or sport, the more you practice, the better you become. Find time each day to speak English. Even if it is only a few minutes, you can start by talking to yourself. This might feel strange at first, but it helps a lot. When you are alone, you can describe what you are doing in English. For example, when you are cooking, say out loud, I am cutting the vegetables or I am boiling water, so that you can get used to forming sentences. Another good practice is reading out loud. Don't read silently, speak the word. This helps you improve pronunciations and get more comfortable with English sounds. You don't have to rush. Take your time to pronounce each word clearly. It might be helpful to listen to native speaker reading the same text. There are many websites and apps that we can find native speaker reading story or articles. We can listen first and try to read along. This will help you match the style of native speakers reading it. Listening to English every day is another great way to improve speaking skills. The more you listen, the better you will understand how sentences are formed and how words are pronounced and how conversations flow. You can listen to English music, watch movies, or listen to podcasts. When you hear a new word or phrases, try to repeat it. You can pause the movie or song and say the word out loud. Try to imitate the way the English speaker talk. Imitate the intonation and pronunciations. Whenever the voice goes up and down, repeat it. The key to becoming better is building your vocabulary. The more words you know, the easier you become to express yourself. Whenever you hear a new word, write it down. Make a list of these new words and try to use them in new sentences. You don't have to learn many words at once. Focus on a few words each day. After writing them down, use them in sentences. For example, if you learn the word excited, you can say, I am excited about the weekend. By using the new word often, we can remember them better and we will be more confident to speak it. We can practice together and motivate each other to keep going. If you don't know anyone who can help, there are many online platforms where we can find language partner. We can learn their language and help you learn English. It's one way to practice speaking while making new friends. Many people worried about their accents and stop them to speak good English. But having an accent is okay. The important thing is to pronounce words clearly so that others can understand you. One way to improve pronunciation is to practice difficult sounds. For example, in English, the T sounds are hard for some learners. Many online dictionaries have audio recording of native speakers saying the word. You can learn, listen, and repeat until you are comfortable. When you are having conversations, don't focus too much on speaking perfectly. Instead, focus on communicating our ideas. People understand that English may not be our first language. If we forget the word or phrase, don't panic. Try to explain it in another way. Over time, as you speak more, you will notice that the word comes to you more easily. Watching English video with subtitle can help too. Start with subtitle in your native language, then switch to English subtitle. This helps you connect those spoken words with their written form. Once you are more comfortable, try watching without subtitles. It might be challenging at first, but it is a great way to improve your listening skills, which are closely connected to speaking. You will learn how native speakers use their everyday language, including slang or casual expressions. Try to think in English. If you always translating from your native language to English in your head, it slows you down. When you try to speak, you may pause a lot because you are thinking to translate in your native language. Practice thinking directly in English. If you see a tree, instead of thinking that is a tree in your native language and then translating it, just think that's a tree in English. The more you do this, the faster you will become at forming sentences. Set goals for your English speaking. Having a clear goal can help you focus and stay motivated. Every day, I want to learn 5 new words, for example. As you reach your goal, you will feel more confident. Over time, you can set bigger goals, like having a full conversation in English without switching to your native language, for example. Another important tip is to record whenever you are speaking. This might feel you are uncomfortable at first, but it is very useful. When you listen to yourself, you can hear your mistake and areas where you can improve. You might notice that speaking too fast or you are pronouncing certain words correctly. After identify these issues, you can work on them. For example, if you speak too fast, practice slow it down. Certain sounds may be difficult. Try to get extra time to practice them. Recording also can track your progress. It's important to understand that fluency doesn't mean perfections. Even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. Fluency means being able to communicate ideas smoothly and being understood by others. If you make grammar mistake or forget a word, don't worry too much. What matters is that the person you are speaking to understands you. The more relaxed you are, the better you speak. So, focus on fluency, not perfection. A one way to practice speaking is to talk about something that you enjoy. If you love cooking, talk about your favorite recipes in English. If you enjoy sport, for example, describe the last thing you watched or the sport you like to play. It will be more fun for you. Join English club if you can, where people practice English together. This is a great way to improve your speaking in supported environment. You can also find online classes or groups. These give you chance to practice with people from different parts of the world. Plus, having a teacher can be helpful because they can point out the areas where you need to improve and can personalize the tips. Be patient with yourself. Learning language takes time. You won't become fluent overnight, but that's okay.